was on Halloween, which is always one of the worst days of the year to work. 4th of July, Halloween sucks. They're always crazy. But we had an armed robbery it was of a cell phone store in the morning. It was in the morning. It was like 9:30 in the morning. The store just opened up. And these two dudes went in, and there was some girl, young girl, early 20s, working there by herself. It was in a shitty part of town. And they literally tied her up with like telephone cord around her wrists and her ankles. And they stole, it was like $800 or $785, whatever it was. But the feds ended up taking it because it was a T-Mobile. And they can kind of loop in the Commerce Act, like by saying it, because commerce was halted with other states, it becomes like a federal case. But the guys ran off, and the girl, it was like something out of a movie. It was all on video. She literally hopped over to the phone, all tied up with her ankles, and they put a gun to her head and everything. It was two firearms, and she was terrified. And she hopped over to the phone and like knocked it off with her head and was like calling for help.
At least she's in a phone store though. Like at least like.
But she was able to do that, and then it came in quick. So a couple of the guys from work, I worked with the best people on earth in Dorchester. They really were great cops, and they just kind of flood the area right away, and their descriptions going out. And one of the officers, is actually one of my police academy classmates, ends up seeing these two guys walking down the street, and a description had given out to clothing. They left like a trail of clothing down the street. They tried to drop everything and change their appearance.
It's hard to run and change at the same time.
Yeah, so they were just kind of, walking down the street, and really nice. It's actually a little teeny, it's a nice neighborhood in this bad section of town. So they kind of stuck out. But then he sees the trail of clothing, jackets and hats and shit left behind. So he called it in. These guys, one of them had on gloves, but the other one had Band-Aids and tape around his fingers so he wouldn't leave any fingerprints. And as the guys, everyone went up there, the patrolmen were talking to him, he notices them going, like they're picking away to try to get the Band-Aids and tape off their hands. And then another officer in the area was searching. She's looking in trash cans, and she found the guns. And then someone found the money box. So it was that was a pretty good one.
It was an exciting one.
Yeah, it came together nicely. Everyone did so well together. Everyone was there at the right time to do the right thing. And then the feds took it, and they had serious criminal records. Both of them